Good afternoon to you and welcome to Hard Factor 92.3 Nigeria Info here in Port Harcourt. I'm Dayo. It's 3 p.m. and you're welcome to today's edition of the show. It's a fine Wednesday. Yep, absolutely. So we're having a midweek edition of Hard Facts today. From now till 7 o'clock, we keep the conversation going. If it matters on the agenda today, you're welcome to join in as well. As usual, I hope you've had a fine day so far. Thanks for joining in once again. So let's see. On the show today, matters to be discussed. Got side comments coming up in a moment. Random stories, random thoughts of mine, which those thoughts of mine on those stories would not be discussed now. Much later on, during the open season segments, definitely, but not now. After that, got a round coming up for today as well, as usual. Got something in my mind to express some thoughts on it. Now, that you're very welcome to express your thoughts on all the way till 4 p.m. 4, we've got business news coming up. And it's another Wednesday, so as also is tradition, we'll be having Canvas and Adedayo Roundtable on the show today, brought to you by SPDC as we discuss the growth and progressive development of the Niger Delta region. Fiction and facts of COVID-19 vaccine and vaccination is what we're discussing on the show today. My guest for the conversation, Dr. Joe Rang, will join me for that conversation. Once again, fiction and facts of COVID-19 vaccine and vaccination. That's what we're discussing on today's edition of Canvas and Adedayo Roundtable. Comes up between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. 5, we've got the news update, and we move on after that to some other issue. Well, the VAT war rages on. Yep. Value-added tax, I mean. The VAT war rages on. Rivers government drags FG to Supreme Court over VAT. And what's happening this time around? Well, we're looking at the situation. Yeah, let's see. How about a bit of that story now before we get to discuss it? And the story comes with the rider. 6 disbandment of appeal court. Oh, just a moment. All right, 6 disbandment of appeal court panel that ordered maintenance of status quo. River State government, through its Attorney General, has gone to the Supreme Court praying it set aside the decision of the Court of Appeal that ordered it, River State, to maintain status quo on the collection of value-added tax, VAT, pending the determination of an appeal launched by the Federal Inland Revenue Service, the FIRS. The state in its 9 grounds of appeal is equally praying the Apex Court to order that the substantive appeal by the FIRS and all other processes therein be heard and determined by a new panel of the Court of Appeal. So, is the judiciary playing its role appropriately in this matter? We'll look at that in the 5 o'clock hour. Several other matters as well. Why has the River State government gone to the Supreme Court? How does this affect the status quo situation? And at the moment, who collects VAT? All of this in the 5 o'clock hour. I will be joined by Barrister Festus Oguche for that conversation. Let's take us till about 6. We've got the major news at 6 p.m. and the open season comes up after that. Now, during that segment, if you've missed out on any matter discussed on the show, I'll take your thoughts till about 7 o'clock when we wrap it up. So that's the show for today. I think it's either raining right now or looks like it's going to rain. So if you're a road user, do please take that into account. Or if you're preparing to leave home or wherever it is you are right now for some destination, please endeavor to take that into account as well as you make plans for your movement. And for road users, especially drivers, we be reminded once again that even though it's rained, traffic rules and regulations still very much apply, even during rains. I know it shocks you, right? I know, but it's a sin. It's a sin, actually. Traffic rules and regulations are still valid even when it's raining. Yeah, I know you didn't know that, but that's why we're here, to educate you and let you into these things as well. All right, so let's see. Well, so pretty much that's the show. Any changes you will find out. Just stay with us. But keeping things going right now with some side comments, random stories and random thoughts. A reminder, they're not up for discussion right now till much later on. Let's start with this one. The River State government is demolishing shanties in the Ngige area of Port Harcourt last week. The governor ordered the demolition, that is. He ordered the demolition, citing security concerns. And our correspondent, who was at the scene, reported that about 50 residents have lost their home. And let's hear what. Let's take a listen to how the development is or has played out thus far. Where are we? All right, here we are.
This boy and me now is only on the road that we remain now. There is nowhere for us to go at all. No, there is nothing like money. They just say we should pack our things out, and there is nowhere for us to even drop the things there. Talk less of where for us to stay. Please, our government, please, we don't have anywhere to go. Look at my children. Where do you want us to go? Please, we need your help. Help us, please. We need your support.
Without being told, you can see me with my loads on my head. As I see me now, most of my loads outside. I don't even know where to go. I don't even know exactly where to head to now.
It's a dire situation, no doubt about that. It's a really dire situation, and it's kind of like a conundrum of sorts, really. I mean, you're not sure how to lean with this one, because yes, I mean, here you have people. I mean, nobody wants to live in such circumstances. I do believe, or at least no rational thinking person. A lot of these people, if not all of them, are living in such conditions because of conditions, and it's pretty tough on them. It's pretty tough on them, I'm sure. But then again, government says we have to do this. The River State, this was in our news recently, the River State government ordered the demolition of the shanties where counterfeit bottled water, carbonated soft drinks, alcoholic beverages were produced in Ngige. The governor, Ngige, had during a visit to Ngige said he got a security report of the criminal activities in the area, and he also said the River State government will acquire the land. Let's hear what the governor said.
It's unbelievable. I got a security report this morning on what's going on here. And you can imagine yourself what is going on here, that people are in plastics and putting water and cock it up, and then at the end of the day you buy the water on the road and you drink, and all kinds of diseases and sicknesses that abound, and it's most unfortunate. And if you look at the area where we are, is a criminal hideouts, and I will not waste time immediately to demolish the area. In fact, this will take place in the next 2 days. I'm not going to give any ultimatum.
Okay, so government has a responsibility as well to provide security, safety of lives and property. And counterfeit drinks, be it water or any other kind of drink, is not good. It's not safe. Has the potential to even kill people. But I'm curious. I'm curious here. So the governor got a security report of criminal activities in the area, that some persons, criminal elements obviously, are counterfeiting drinks, water inclusive. So what comes to my mind, a question is, so who are these persons, and have they been arrested, and when are they going to be prosecuted? I mean, it's once again, it's a tough call. Government has a responsibility. On one hand, people are, feel confined to live in such circumstances. On the other hand, they're convinced they have no other options. Government must protect people. So I wish the people, who've had their homes demolished, I wish them the very best. I hope things work out for them somewhere or another. I don't know how. It appears obvious government isn't concerned about that either. But then again, government has a responsibility. But as much as I try to shake it off, I can't help it. That question keeps popping right up in my mind once again. So these persons, these security reports that His Excellency got, claiming that there are criminal elements in the area, counterfeiting drinks, So, what was done with this security reports? Where are the criminals? Where are the people who are counterfeiting? Because, I mean, for there to be intelligence reports, that means that we know where they are. Possibly, we can even identify some of them. And if we decided to raid the place, we can possibly apprehend some of them. So where are they? Where are these criminals? Where are these counterfeiters? Who are they? Have they been what did we do with the intelligence report? Have we caught them? Have we apprehended them? Are we going to prosecute them? Or is it another one of those intelligence reports? If you know what I mean, you know, like the ones that the police always gather when or receive when citizens want to embark on peaceful, law-abiding protest. Is it that kind of intelligence report? Or is it the kind of intelligence report that His Excellency usually gets during the electioneering period? Of you know, that we have video of people in Abuja holding meetings to assassinate people here, you know, and audio recordings as well. I don't know. Just asking. But I do wish the people who've lost their homes in Nkpogu the very best. I wish them the very best. I wish there was more that I could do than just simply wish them the very best, but that's all I've got. Alright, let's see. Was there anything else that caught my attention on the news today? Let's see, was there anything else? The Edo State government has announced that from today, civil servants who are yet to receive the COVID-19 vaccine will be barred from entering their offices. Head of the COVID-19 enforcement team in the state, Haruna Yusuf, disclosed this at a press briefing on Tuesday, and I think that may have been implemented already. It's a tough one. Once again, government has responsibility to protect people, to protect everyone. You want everyone to get vaccinated, and the question is, how many persons are in Edo State? How many vaccine doses have been delivered in Edo State? And the River State University has been awarded University of the Year 2021 by an international research organization in Canada. The Vice Chancellor of the institution, Professor Inlerum Okogbole, said this during a press briefing at the school in Port Harcourt. Let's hear what the Vice Chancellor had to say about this. I gather that he's very proud of this feat, this enormous accomplishment. But here it is.
Because of the numerous achievements that we have recorded within this period. River State University has been nominated and given an award as the University of the Year 2021 by the International Research Achievement Center in Montreal, Canada. By this award, we are entitled to put it on our website. As a university, we have religiously had uninterrupted academic activities, even during the peak the COVID-19 pandemic. It may be mentioned that during that period, we had to deploy online e-resources for our postgraduate lectures and examinations. And that is why the River State University is today a university of choice.
Okay, all right. I imagine that everybody at the River State University is very excited, very excited about this situation. But I don't know. Who is the International Achievements Research Center? What exactly are they, and on what basis did this organization based in Canada, because apparently Canada is the yardstick these days, on what basis did this International Achievements Research Center based in Canada? Very important, we must not forget that, you know, because they are based, it's very important to remember that they are based in Canada. Canada is very apparently Canada is as significant as the award itself, because once again, and you must remember this, the International Achievements Research Center is based in Canada. Yeah. So Who exactly are they? What are they? And on what basis? On what basis did they award the River State University as the university of the year? Really? I mean, so I have the website open right here. Let's see. As a matter of fact, quite sincerely, I didn't know I was going to do this right now. So how about we just take a go at it? Yeah, let's just take a go at it. Aha. So okay. So the it's just a moment star. Let's see if we can find out something about them. Okay, so about the University of the Year Open International Competition, every year the best known university rankings publish their yearly results of the top universities in the world, whether it is blah blah, it goes on and on and on and on. Anyways, so winners of the University of the Year 2021 competition, we've got Almaty. We got winners of the University of the Year 2021 competition. We've got Almaty Technological University from Republic of Kazakhstan. Yeah. So I think what I'm thinking is this: River State University is not the only one that won this award. Not the only university. There are other universities, as a matter of fact. Because right now I'm on the page on the website tagged winners of the University of the Year 2021 competition. So there's there are more than one winner. Almaty Technological University, Republic of Kazakhstan. You also have Grodno State Medical University, Republic of Belarus. There's South Ural State University, Russian Federation. We've got River State University, Nigeria, and Al Farabi Kazakh National University, Republic of Kazakhstan. Yeah. So so we have universities here that most people in the world, I think, have never heard of, including 2 universities from Republic of Kazakhstan. I don't think that any or most Nigerians or people in the world want to go study in a university anywhere in the world, and they're thinking to go to Kazakhstan or Belarus for that matter, or even Russia. So these are the universities that won the same award that River State University won. Congratulations. It doesn't matter because the International Achievement Research Center is in Canada. Very, very important to remember that they are in Canada. Yeah, and also this organization, the International Achievement Research Center in Canada. I hope they are aware that River State University reportedly doesn't even trust the degrees that it gives out to its own students, because quite recently we're all aware, if you might remember, that the institution was going to did conduct tests for students who are going to bag no, just a moment. Oh, I think that was a different one. Oh, pardon me. I almost made a humongous blunder right now. I think that's a different that's a different university actually. Yeah, that was very wrong. So sorry about that. Yeah, so that's a wrong one. But anyways, regardless, I'm just wondering why the university is extremely excited about this. But anyways, congratulations to River State University on this great accomplishment. Really, yeah. So that was a different one. That was the Ignatius Adjo University of Education. Yeah, I remember now. Sorry about the mix-up. Anyways, congratulations to River State University once again on this award of winners, being one of the winners of the University of the Year 2021 competition, given by International Achievements Research Center, based in Canada. Once again, I think that's extremely important to remember as well. Alright, so let's move on with other matters I think that caught my attention earlier on today. I suppose that I think we'll wrap up the side comment on that note. Well, before that, something from the local scene from Homestead here. Businesses and markets in Obiakpo local government area have been told to remain closed from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. and observe environmental sanitation every Thursday and last Saturday of the month. In a statement, council advised them to clean and dispose their waste immediately after. Council also frowned at road sweepers dumping refuse inside drainage walkways and on the median strip. It also said scavenging of dump sites is prohibited. Community heads, spiritual leaders and market leaders and landlords were advised to ensure that people comply fully with these laws. The council warned that defaulters will be prosecuted as the local government chairman, Honorable George Arielu, is poised to keep the environment clean and green. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's commendable that the local government council, Obiakpo leadership, is trying to ensure Obiakpo is clean. But I'm not quite sure of their strategies, though, because I mean, this sounds like something that would have worked, I don't know, 10, 20 years ago. I think we need to come to terms with the reality and move with the times and evolve new ways, evolve current contemporary ways of ensuring a cleaner environment. Asking people to lock up their shops for hours every Thursday, which are critical times in the morning when they can make valuable sales, so that they can sweep and all that. I don't know, but I hope it works though. I hope it works. I hope that it's able to keep Obiakpo cleaner. Anyways, that's it for side comments right now. I go for a break. When I return to this round comes up, please stay with us.
We give the facts.
News entirely.
We give the evidence. Just to keep you informed.
News, weather.
I get my information top of the hour every hour.
92.3 Nigeria Info. We give the facts.
News entirely.
We give the evidence. Just to keep you informed.
News, weather.
I get my information top of the hour every hour.
92.3 Nigeria Info.
And now, hard facts.
Hard facts with Dio.
Hello, welcome back. Still Hard Factor 90.3 Nigeria Info here in Port Harcourt. I'm Dio. I'd like to rant for just a bit. I've got something in my mind. I'll be expressing some thoughts on it, and you're very welcome to express your thoughts and mine all the way till 4 p.m. I've said this like a billion times. Unfortunately, I have to say it again. Every time, sometimes when you listen to the things that Nigerian leaders say, you get the feeling that they don't know why they're leaders. That they don't know why they're in office. They're not. I don't know. Usually, when you apply for a job, maybe you're interviewed, or when you get a job, when you're offered a job, you're given a job description. You're told what the job entails. You're given sometimes your employer might even go as far as giving you a key performance index, so something they're going to measure your performance by. In other words, you're supposed to know. There should be no doubts, no misconceptions. There should be no ambiguity as regards what the job or the position requires, what you are expected to do in fulfilling the objectives, the organization's objectives, or fulfilling the roles that the office you occupy bestows on you, or the responsibilities more like. But with Nigerian leaders, it appears the exact opposite is the case. It seems like they're not sure, or they don't know exactly, or they think they know, but what they know about the position is a very wrong one. And it appears that for Nigerian leaders, as I've said severally, they're convinced that the reason they're in office, either elected to office or appointed to office, is to bear the title honorable or excellency. And in Rivers State here, we like honorable, honorable. We love the honorable title here. In fact, people give themselves the title honorable over here in Rivers State. It's remarkable they did. Everybody's an honorable. But I think once again that leaders in Nigeria are convinced that the reason they're in office, either elected or appointed, is to answer to one fancy title, Chief Honorable or Barrister Excellency, and then to go about with, and everybody is pledging loyalty, telling them how loyal they are to her, and then go about with security detail in bulletproof SUVs with Mopo and DSS sometimes, and live in a big house, and of course amass wealth criminally to themselves. But that's not it. That's not the reason that they're in office. But like I said, sometimes you hear the leadership speak and you're just convinced that they're not sure, or they don't have a firm grasp or understanding as to what responsibilities the office bestows on them. And I think I have an example here. Story from the Punch newspaper. Rising unemployment can wipe out Nigeria. Elite unsafe. And that's according to Ngige. Rising unemployment can wipe out Nigeria. Elite unsafe. Now here's the story. And everything about this story for me is extremely disturbing. Everything about it. Right from the headline. But let's go to the story proper. The Minister of Labour and Productivity, Chris Ngige, has said the rising state of unemployment portends danger for the country. He attributed this on Tuesday and lack of education to the problems bedeviling the country, warning that if not tackled, the country might be completely wiped out. Now, the minister said this at the inaugural Partnership Economic Summit organized by the Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs in Abuja. The summit was tagged Translating Sustainable Development Goals to Local Businesses in Nigeria. Ngige said, and I quote, "We are in trouble as a country. We are in trouble, and anybody who tells you he doesn't know we are in trouble is lying to himself and wants you to lie to yourself. We are facing a problem that is cyclic, one begat the other." Listen, I don't understand this, because the government of the day constantly trying to tell us that things are not as bad as they seem to be, or things are not as bad as the opposition is painting it. That is what the administration constantly tells us, the Minister of Information and lots of other people in government keep trying to remind us that all is well. And yes, we may have some problems or some issues, but government is handling everything. Government is on top of the situation. And that's the minister saying that we are in trouble. Anybody who tells you he doesn't know we're in trouble is lying to himself. But your administration, your government keeps telling us everything as well. The minister has made several comments. We've had ministers who've told us trying to save ourselves, save our children, and save our country. This is an extremely disturbing comment for me. It is left for you and me, the elite, to decide to save ourselves, save our children, and save our country. What do you mean the elite? It is not up to the elite to do anything. It is up to the citizens of this country to save this country. And why are you talking to the elite to save themselves, save their children, and save our country? How about those who are not in the category of the elite in Nigeria? What happens to them? He goes on. If we keep on with these symptoms, buy ammunition, bomb these people, bomb kidnappers, bomb Boko Haram, you will be wasting resources. No, we might have to bomb them. It's terrorism. So bombing Boko Haram is not a waste of resources. They are bombing people anyway. They're killing people. Now, it's hard to kill anyone, But sometimes when you're in a war, you have to kill people. It's just the way it works. He goes, if you had prevented it, it will cost you less. We must give education to these people at the grassroots. Are you kidding me? Give education to people at the grassroots? ASU is on strike. Oh, no, not on strike. ASU has been on strike severally. There are indications they might embark on another strike sometime soon. SANU is talking about joining them on a strike. Doctors are on strike. The quality of education in the country is at an all-time low. Basic education is a disaster. And then he goes on. Those who can't get an education, we must provide them jobs so they can fend for themselves. They can put a roof over their heads. Why don't they have jobs? What is responsible for people not having an education? What is responsible for the people not having jobs? We have record unemployment figures throughout the entire country. And then the minister, harping on the need to provide quality education to the people at the grassroots, said the inability to provide such was responsible for why the people were lured to take part in separatist agitations, terrorism, among others. But why have we not been able to provide education? It is your government, the government you're a part of. It is your administration, the one you're serving in as minister. And he added, quote, if you don't kill ignorance, you are breeding people who will be brainwashed to believe that with Biafra all their problems will go away. Oduduwa, all their problems will go away. Boko Haram. But the reason the people are not educated is because of a failure of government. We have children right now who are out of school. We have one of the highest number of out of school children in the world. If we don't tackle them, we will continue like this until this country might be wiped out completely. We don't pray for that. We must give education to the people on the grassroots. But all of these problems listed by the minister are problems of governance. They are problems caused by bad leadership. There's no other way to it. There's no other explanation for it. I just feel maybe for a moment, the minister actually forgot that he is the minister and is serving in the administration or serving in the government that's supposed to provide these things, that's supposed to fix these things. So if these things are not there, as the minister himself has acknowledged they are not there, what he has said inevitably is that the government in which he serves has been a colossal failure. But I'm not sure the minister knew he was saying that. Else, why would he say that? So once again, to wrap it up, Nigerian leaders need to remember why they're in office. They're there to provide education, to provide security, to provide health care, to provide the things that the people need. And I hope that even the citizens remember that as well. On that note, I end my rant. Thanks for listening. I hope you were not bored. Join the conversation. Numbers are the same. Line to open. We got 0817 923 0002 or 0003 or 0007. We're live on facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH. WhatsApp is on 0809 030 6416. That's it. I do have comments here already via WhatsApp. Checking out Facebook right now also. Let's check out some of those messages. Okay, wait, do I have Facebook on now? I think I do. Mario goes, Ngige and all those in position of authority must rise up and create enabling environment for businesses and industrialization so that there will be more employment opportunities. If not, the high and mighty will not have rest. Johnson Aaron goes, they're now beginning to understand the language, the circumstances in Nigeria speak. I wish they will realize early, turn away from doing theirs and do the people's, keeping to the vision of the land by attending to immediate needs of the people by making life easy for the people, they will have themselves to blame in the end. Edison Annie goes, remember, sometime last month, Rotimi Amici said the same thing. They're just setting a time bomb for themselves. I've got Owell from Obiapo. Owell, you're welcome. Please go on.
All well, yes, all well.
All well. Sorry about that. You're welcome. Go ahead.
And yes, what I want to say about your rant is that it's even good, first of all, that we have people, whether they are in the government or not, that we have even agreed to our problems or to even acknowledge them. I have noted that in this present government, severally, that many of them could come and say something contrary. Even the MBS come and say something contrary, maybe to whatever view. Unlike before, it's not so. You see, we are government, everything will be packaged, everybody will say the same thing, everybody wants to please. We have seen where people say something that doesn't please the government, they chase them, and all of those. So that is first of all, that they are coming to even acknowledge. That is one. Two, I'm also believing that you are not of the school of thought of believing that every of our problem in this country comes from Abuja. That's where I have been quarreling people. I tell people that our problem in this country is of one federal government, that is this state government, and 774 local government, than we individuals and our communities. If you come to a state where, for instance,
I agree with you on that.
But they have done a little that they can, even in making policy. But you see state government not even trying to follow up that. You see local government not trying to follow up that. I told somebody saying the other day, things are costly, another dollar is going down, another. I said, yes, if state government is producing nothing except flyover, that the people who are working, they are not even paid well. Local government have even not paid salary till now. Talk more of even adding any value. There is nothing that the federal government will do on.
Henry from Eagle Island, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. You see how sometimes you pay somebody to do a job and the person does a thorough job without you vetting what the person has done when it comes to writing a speech. That is just what played out, because I want to believe very strongly that he did not proofread that script before presenting that speech. But be that as it may, sometimes too, you through just compressing, and you can muffle that all the time, because it must just have to come out when circumstances demand that you speak the truth. You know, so he couldn't have been speaking from both sides of his mouth. But that does not also invalidate the fact that it's the truth. And he's just calling for attention that people should be aware, because maybe he has just gotten to that point of acknowledging it.
Really, acknowledging it? I mean, he's not even doing a great job with negotiations with the doctors at the moment.
What's enough? He's the Minister of Labour, and these are labour issues. And you keep telling people that they can be sacked for going on strike or demanding for what is their right.
No work, no pay.
Yeah, just imagine that. And yet there is unemployment that you are acknowledging. It's just crazy.
All right, Henry, you're welcome. George from Buguma, I think you're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dayo, good evening. You see, Dayo, most times these people, they are just privileged to make up the cabinet list in government, but you find out that their two arms, including their two legs, have been tied to really offer what ordinarily they ought to offer. They are good in saying these things, but putting it to use, implement it for the reality of the visible eyes to see is just the problem. And if not, you have said it all, because you can't just be good in saying things as though this is how it is supposed to be, but you are not bringing it, enforcing it for the people to get these things you are saying. And it just ends at the same level without coming to reality. That is just the problem. So what we will do is just to encourage ourselves, because I believe that these persons, the education, the position they have today, it went through the eyes of education. They got it through the eyes of education. And that's why they are there.
Thank you very much for your contribution. I got Wisdom on the line. Wisdom, you're welcome. Please go ahead.
Hello there.
Go ahead.
Okay, our leaders have failed to understand that we elected them into a position of authority to fix problems, to solve problems, as Dio has always ranted. And it is only in Nigeria. What baffles me is in Nigeria setting, people take up political positions for self-aggrandizement, to fill their pocket, to also pack money and keep for their children yet unborn. As you have rightly said, build skyscrapers, buy set-of-the-art cars, and, a situation where a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Labour for that matter, is telling us this kind of story. The rate of unemployment is frightening. I agree with you. This same APC government used to tell things are getting better. That they took power 250, and they will give you some indices that are between the period Goodluck rule, the dollar rate, these days when they came, they have significantly improved and all that. Well, it's quite unfortunate. God will help us in this country. God bless you.
All right, so via what's up? Down the solution to Nigeria and Nigerian challenges is for political appointees to open and say the absolute truth, no matter who will come after them for saying it. The secrets between them is what we're seeing. Even I put it to you that you are quoting the minister out of context. In short, you have a video. If you have a video, it was doctored or photoshopped. With the sons of wherever the minister is from, will not take this attempt to tarnish the image of the honourable minister and put him at loggerheads with his boss, the amiable president of the Federal Republic. Die up be warned. Oh, I definitely stand warned. Hi there. Ngige was talking as the spirits as the spirit led him to as a Nigerian. His earlier statement were as a minister of a ruling government, wisdom of the world, too bad. But Ngige did not make this statement because he cares about the plight of the poor, but for the fact that the abandoned poor may start attacking them. The elite, such selfish and egocentric way of reasoning, we shan't be alright. The last starts with Newton Akire. I'm in a state of euphoria now, not because I'm happy with what is happening presently with the country, but because it's coming from the minister. That's from Blessing. Good afternoon. Most of our best brains are in diaspora making your money, and we have most chaff here as leaders who act before they reason and talk before they think. That's from Douglas. Kudos to Ngige for saying the truth. Basic education is the primary responsibility of the state government. I believe this is a category he's referring to. Let us acknowledge that. That's Joe from Port Harcourt. Well, I mean, whatever level or category it is, I mean, the responsibilities of the federal government, I can't say, I mean, the federal government is meeting up with the aspirations of Nigerians, the state government likewise, and the non-existent local government, I mean, go figure. The rates at which government aides shoot themselves in the foot is really a welcome development. Let them keep exposing and revealing the ills about the phony system. Sadiq from Oweri said that in square pegs in round holes, that's what we have as leaders in Nigeria. The country is there to fix. The common people have no hope in this country. Again, it is good. Engage speaking now. Felix Lene sent that in. Good afternoon, Dal. The Minister of Labour, Chris Ngige, is simply stating the obvious. The question I'm asking here is, what has he done to improve the quality of lives of Nigerians? He can only deceive the gullible with his politically correct statements. Those they have stolen from all this while will hunt them down soon. That's from relish. All right. Well, I have to wrap this up in a moment, and it's extremely disturbing indeed. You know, when the Minister of the Federal Republic telling us things are bad, you can't lie to yourself. Things are bad. If things are bad, then fix the bad things. That's why we have government. Fix it. Fix it. I'm tired. I confess. I get tired. I am tired right now, actually. And if I've sounded a bit disoriented since I started today's show, it's because I do feel disoriented. Okay, got a commercial break. Business news at 4 p.m. Canvas on the air comes up after that. Please stay with us.